你好，我是老王。有一位同学要我谈一谈结果补语。One of you wants me to talk about the resultative complements or complements of results because they are tricky. I want to thank you very much for giving me this wonderful chance to break the myth for you about 结果补语. And I want to begin by giving you a sentence I have created to show you that 结果补语 is nothing to be scared of. 我刚参加了一个名人的生日宴会，回到家里，我母亲问我吃得怎么样？我说舌头都吃麻了。I just went to a famous person's birthday banquet. When I got home, my mom asked me, "How was the food?" 吃得怎么样 actually means how was the eating? And I said, 舌头都吃麻了. My tongue is all numb from eating. Well, you probably never heard of that before, right? So the first thing I'm trying to tell you is, although your teacher probably has given you 学会, study something and learn it. 听懂, listen to something and understand it. 写完, write something and finish it. 说错, say something and said it wrong, right? Those words such as 错, 完, 懂, 会 are all resultative complements because you have a verb in front of it and then there's a result, right? But the first thing I'm telling you is that you can be so creative as long as you know you just put an adjective or a verb behind another verb and link it together and show the result you want to show. 结果补语的原则一 Principle 1. Use an adjective or a verb to show the final result or current state after an action. The pattern is verb plus an adjective or another verb. The second thing I want to tell you is, as a resultative complement, the result is already predetermined by the speaker. So either he or she says, the result totally happened as a 10, or the result did not happen at all as a 0. There's nothing in between. Therefore, as far as complement goes, in resultative complements, the verb and its complements are always bound together. There's nothing in between. 原则二 Principle 2. The result, good or bad, is predetermined by the speaker. So all the speaker does is to express if such result has been accomplished or not. There's nothing in between. So our next step is to learn how to show when the result is accomplished or not accomplished at all. 原则三 Principle 3. If the result indicated by the complement is reached, you add le at the end to confirm such a result. The pattern is verb plus complement plus le. Examples. 做完了, you worked on something and you finished it. 洗干净了, you washed something and you cleaned it up. 昏倒了, somebody feels dizzy and fell down instead of just feeling dizzy. 原则四 Principle 4. If the result indicated by the complement is not produced, you put 没有 in front of the action verb and its complement, meaning without such result. The pattern is 没有 plus verb plus complement. 例子 Examples. 我打电话给医生，没有打通。I called the doctor, but the phone call didn't get through. 打 hit the phone, 通 get through. So here 打 and 通 are together linked, means making a phone call and getting through. And that did not happen. So we say 没有打通。And 没有吃完 吃 is to eat, 完 is to finish. So 吃完 together means eating and finishing it. If this was not accomplished, then you say 没有吃完, means I eat but did not finish it, or the eating and the finishing did not happen together. Now we know when the indicated result did happen, then we say verb and complement plus le. But if it did not happen, we say 没有 without this and this happen together, right? How about asking questions with complement of results? 原则5, Principle 5. To form questions with verb plus resultative complement, you can use the simplest way by adding ma at the end, or the complicated way by applying the positive plus negative pattern. Adding the ma at the end of any statement and immediately turn it into a question is the best thing about Mandarin. So we can have 他喝醉了吗? Did he drink and get drunk? 他喝醉了吗? 你看清楚了吗? Did you see it and see it clearly? And the negative ones. 窗子没有打破吗? The window wasn't hit and broken? 书没有看完吗? The book was not read and finished, which means you did not finish reading the book. 书没有看完吗? To use the positive plus negative to form a question, such as the traditional one, 是不是,好不好, such questions. Now you have a verb plus a complement, so it can feel long at times, such as 你看书看完了没有看完, right? So instead, we just drop the very last verb and complement and it ends with 没有. So it will be 你的书看完了没有? 你的书看完了没有? Final reminders. 1. Never worry about which word is the resultative complement. Because if it's an adjective or a verb, and it works very well behind another verb, and they link together and make much sense, then it is a resultative complement. For example, if someone has been crying a lot, and due to the crying, their eyes swollen. So you say, 哎呀, 你的眼睛哭肿了. 哭 crying, 肿 to the result of swollen. 哭肿了. Does any textbook ever tell you that 肿 is a resultative complement? Of course not, because there are too many words like that. Like at the beginning of this lesson, I said, 我的舌头吃麻了. Use your imagination and be creative, because all the languages are beautiful and interesting because they are alive. 2. The verb is the action, so of course it already has a meaning. Whatever the complement has brought the meaning towards it, they together work as a team, like a new vocabulary. So don't separate them. I'm very excited that we had a chance to talk about this. 加油!